My name's John Madison, and I'm a residential counselor for a permanent housing program for people that have been chronically homeless and are diagnosed with a mental illness. I worked for a company in employment service for 13 years, and so it was probably 2 years after that that I ended up coming to reStart, asking for a place to stay. I tell you, it really happened when I walked in the door and someone was willing to give me a roof and something to eat became because it's very difficult to live on the street and have somebody provide your meals for you. And another thing that I always have said, you know, looking for a job with all your possessions with you is pretty tough, because we know in interviews, tough for anybody, let alone you're carrying all your belongings with you. You don't have the clothes. And so that's a difficult thing. And when you come to reStart, you have those type things, you know, you have those things given to you if you need them. So it's much easier to look for employment. Just come in with a good attitude and be thankful for places like reStart.
My name is Barbara Nelson, and my favorite day of the week is Sunday. Before I came to reStart, my life was, I was on drugs. I got tired of hurting my kids. It was unmanageable. And that's when I decided I need help, and I came to reStart. I thank God for reStart, because they taught me how to stay clean and sober, and this will be my 6th year clean and sober. They taught me how to bond with my kids, you know, by me being out on drugs and stuff. It was more that I didn't bond with my kids. They taught me how to bond with my kids, that I am somebody. There's hope. And my kids are so happy to see me, like, you know, drug-free, you know, a mother again. Because when I was on drugs, I wasn't no mother. You know, I could try to be the best I could, but I wasn't. If it wasn't for reStart, I wouldn't know what to do. I just can imagine where I'd be at today.
My name is Susan Sitton, and I love Japanese food. A few years ago, I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, and trying to keep a job has been hard for me because I'm always tired. At the time when I found out, I was working at the airport, which was actually the funnest job I ever had. And there's days where I wake up and I'm in pain, and it just hurts. So I can't, if I call in, I'll miss days, and you can't do that with a job. You have to be there every day. I would probably say my aha moment was when I actually got into reStart, when I talked to a couple, you know, the people when they got me in here, and they kind of told me about what they provide and how they could help, and I was like, I'm going to be okay. Because I just kind of got to a hopeless point in my life. And now that I'm here at reStart, I'm not hopeless. I don't feel hopeless like I did before. I felt like there are possibilities to be out, to get back on my feet, to get my own place, to, you know, have my kids there and happy.
My name is Freddie Brim III. Reason why I'm in reStart down is because I actually didn't have nowhere else to go. You know, I was from friend to friend house. I haven't lived with my parents since I was 16 years old. So it got to the point where I didn't have nowhere else to go for real. I've been at reStart now for going on 2 months now. So, and they've helped me a lot in the last 2 months. You know, what happened to me, a stable place to stay, and you know, food to eat, everything. Helped me with getting myself prepared for the big world. Cause I'm pretty much grown now. I'm out of school, and I don't have parents. I don't live with my parents, so you know, I have to grow up now. So they've been helping me out a lot with hooking me up with public housing, you know, helping me out getting my own place, getting my own insurance, you know, everything. And then getting back into school for next year, you know, they helped me a lot. Because there was a lot of stuff that I didn't know, like how to get all of that stuff, you know, get my own Medicaid and how to even, I didn't even know the first step into getting into college for real. But they did help me out with getting that, so, you know, that was a big plus to them for helping me out with that right now. I don't see anything in my future right now that could stop me from going to where I am right now, for real. And if it is anything, it better move out my way, because regardless, I'm coming. So, you know, I don't see anything that's gonna interfere with my future right now. You know, I'm just taking every day one step at a head. You know, building myself back up on my feet. So.
Hi, my name is Heather Honecker, and I'm the front desk monitor at reStart Incorporated. Before I came to reStart, my boyfriend and I, we had a young child, a tiny baby. We were living in Shawnee, Kansas. I eventually landed a good job at Red Lobster. Thought I was going to make so much money and we were going to be comfortable. And 3 days after I got hired, I actually broke my ankle. So that ended up, there we were, stuck without my income and trying to pay rent and bills and everything on top of that. Taking care of a child, it seemed impossible. So we ended up forfeiting our apartment, and everything just fell apart from there, and we had no idea where we were going to go. No idea. I ended up calling 211, which is United Way, as the homeless hotline. They have every single bit of resource you could imagine there. The first number they gave us was reStart Incorporated. I called them, I left a message for the family emergency shelter, and not even an hour later I was called back and told to bring my stuff the next day and that we would have our own apartment here at reStart. But that is the reason why I became homeless. I lost my job and we came here, and we were here for a few months, and I was actually offered a job here at reStart, and by the grace of God, I landed it. Did great on all the interviews, ended up with the job, and here I am. Months later, I've got my own home, got my own car, I'm enrolled in college, and I still have my job.